Hey guys, it's Ruby and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing incredibly well. Now, I recently went makeup shopping at Mecca Maxima and I picked up a bunch of high-end products that I was lusting over for a really long time. I have new powder, I have a new foundation, new brow products, new contour, just new everything. And I was recently sent a bunch of products from Charlotte Tilbury and Laura Mercier, so I've also included them in this video because I wanted it to be just high-end and I wanted it to be new products. So if you'd like to see how I got this look using all the makeup that is in this bag, then please keep on watching.
So I'm starting off today's tutorial with skin that's already moisturized. After purchasing 3 Hourglass products from Mecca Maxima, I was given a sample of the Mineral Veil Primer to try. For someone who doesn't usually wear primer, I really like this stuff. This primer is mineral based and it's also water resistant. It's said that this product neutralizes the complexion. I haven't really noticed any of that yet, but I did notice that my skin was a lot smoother and that my foundation just glided over my skin with ease. After years of hearing people rave about this foundation on YouTube, I finally decided to give this product a go. This is my first time using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation and I can't believe they make you buy a pump separately. So when I buy a new foundation and I haven't tried it before, I will always start off by blending it in using my fingers. This gives me the opportunity to have a feel of the product. So during this process of blending my foundation in, I'm examining the product. I'm feeling for texture and consistency and just how well it's able to move on the surface of the skin. And also how quickly it's able to blend into my skin. And during this process, I like to think about what tools will work best with this foundation. Will it blend well using just my fingers, or should I use a sponge or a brush afterwards? I used a brush over top just to smooth out my foundation and to get rid of any fingerprints. I'm leaving my skin for the moment just so my foundation can settle, and I'm moving on to my brows. I'm using a gel product to fill in my brows today, and I usually gravitate towards gel formulations when I want to create a stronger brow look. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Brow Gel, and it also comes with this double-ended spoolie and angled brush, so it's pretty neat. So brows are done, it's now time to prime my eyelids. I'm applying the Laura Mercier Eye Basics in Flax all over my lids and up to my brow bone, and I'm not forgetting to apply this on my lower lids and also my inner corners as well. So anywhere you're applying eyeshadow, you want to make sure you've got a primer on underneath. This step is optional, but I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Bet or Betty all over my lids just to give my lids a bit of warmth. It's a beautiful product and I can't wait to wear it on its own and not just under eyeshadows. Since our eye look today is quite dark, crisp and feline shape, I thought I'd make my life easier by using some Scotch tape on the outer corners of my eyes. This helps to give the eyeshadow a clean, crisp line, and it also helps with the placement of our wing liner. For eyeshadows, I'm using the newish Urban Decay Naked Smokey Palette, and the first shade that I'm taking through the socket is the shade Whiskey. To build up the intensity of the crease, I'm using the shade Password, and I'm running that directly into the crease and slightly buffing that into the whiskey colour we applied earlier. Keep building this colour up until you slightly have this cut crease effect going on. Alright, so I'm taking the shade Black Market, and as you can see, it is the darkest shade in this eyeshadow palette. And with my Sigma flat shader brush, I'm firstly applying this to the outer corners of my eyes in somewhat of an eyeliner shape, and then just using dabbing motions to pat the color on so that I get the best color payoff possible. I'm now taking this shimmery gold shade on a smaller flat shader brush, and I'm applying this to the inner half of my lids. I'm using dabbing motions once again just to minimize the fallout. So this part is so satisfying. It is my favorite part to the makeup look when I peel off the tape and I see just how crisp the line is. All I'm doing here is taking a clean fluffy brush and just softening that outer edge ever so slightly. I felt like the dark and the light eyeshadow weren't blending together properly, so I'm taking the shade Radar on my finger and just dabbing it on the center of my eyelids to help the colors mesh and blend together. Using the shade Black Market once again, I've taken a firmer shading brush and I'm running this underneath my lower lash line, keeping it as close to the base of my lashes as possible. And with an angled brush and that same shadow, I'm intensifying the lower lash line, concentrating the bulk of this color on the outer third of my lower lash line. And now it's time to create a bold winged liner look using the Bobbi Brown gel liner in black. In case you haven't noticed already, in all my tutorials when I am creating a winged liner look, I always go for my MAC 263 synthetic angled brush. It is shaped in a way that creates the most perfect crisp winged liner look, so it pretty much does all the work for you. I say this all the time in all of my tutorials, but having a brush with the right shape just makes creating that winged liner look so effortless. So the wing is on, it's time to coat our lashes with mascara. Here I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lash Mascara, and I'm using that to prime my lashes for falsies. I went ahead and I popped on some lashes off camera, and while the glue is drying, I decided to go back and dip into the shade 13 to highlight underneath my brow bone. This will also give you the opportunity to marry your transition color into the highlight shade. With a smaller brush, I'm dipping into the shade High, which is the lightest iridescent shade in the palette, and I'm placing this directly on the inner corners of my eyes and the lower tear duct area. So I tried finding a new concealer, but everything that I tried on at Mecca creased on me automatically. So if you do have a concealer that you suggest, then please let me know down below. So I'm just sticking to what I know, and that's the MAC Mineralized Concealer in the shade NC20. I finished blending out my concealer using this small flat shader brush just to give my skin more of an airbrushed effect. When I was at my local department store, I decided to swing by Chanel and I picked up the Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I'm using this as a transition color for my contour. So this cream bronzer will help warm up the back of my complexion, so when I do apply my contour, it blends seamlessly into my skin and up my cheekbone. And since this is a cream product, I do recommend that you use a synthetic brush to blend it all out. To contour my face, I am using the Clinique Chubby Stick. This is the contouring chubby stick, and I'm using this underneath my cheekbones, on my temples, across my forehead, and I'm also using this to contour the tip of my nose. This is the first time I've used the chubby stick, and I can say that I am an honest fan. However, if you are more on the paler side, this contouring shade would be a little too warm for you. Other than that, the formulation of this product makes it super easy to blend, and it's very pigmented as well. To set my forehead, my cheeks, and also my chin, I'm using the Ambient Light Powder by Hourglass, and this is a mini powder because I only wanted to try it. I didn't want to purchase the full size. And once I finish powdering my cheeks, I'm going to go ahead and use the Ambient Light Dim Infusion Blusher, and I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks and dragging it upwards in a teardrop shape. I love how the Hourglass products, despite being powders, help give the skin a natural looking glow. For my lips today, I'm using the Jane Iredale Nude Lip Pencil, and I'm just lining the perimeter of my lips. I'm following up using the Christian Dior Rouge Balm in the shade 640 Milli, and they are the perfect combo together.
And this is the finished look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. It was something a little different than what I usually film, but I hope you found it so satisfying watching me unbox these new products and also try them out for the first time. So if you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you'll never miss a video from me again. And until my next upload, which will be, I think, at the end of the week, I guess I'll see you guys on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!